The B-29 that pulled a big sleeve, and they would fire on that.
Yes.
And I would fly those missions 8, 10, 12 hours a day.
Wow.
We considered it sort of the garbage detail of the Air Force.
Were you towing the banner? You were towing the target?
Because, we're such dull flying.
Yeah.
Go out and fly 50 miles one way, turn around, fly 50 miles back. Imagine doing that for 10 or 12 hours a day. And that's I use the B-29 as the tow plane.
And with the B, let me see. When you were over Japan.
I never flew it over Japan.
Oh, okay.
The war was over. I was stationed in Japan, but the war was over when I was in Japan.
Yeah.
But
But
I saw combat in North and South Korea and North and South Vietnam.
And what were you flying there?
I was flying the first of all the O-1 and then
the observation, the Cessna OV-1.
I was a forward air controller.
Right. Right.
And there's a picture of one of those planes.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
The O-2. That was the one that had the tail boom shot off.
Right.
And that's in the back of
you showed me that. Yeah, that was nice.
That would be his.
So the B-29 was the largest thing you flew, which is pretty large.
The largest combat plane.
Did I see B-26 in there or something? No.
The B-26 was a twin engine.
Yeah.
B-17 was 4 engine.
Yeah, right.
That did most of the bombing in Europe.
Yeah.
But all of the B-29s, they were concentrated against Japan.
Yes.
They didn't do, that plane never flew in Europe.
And you were very lucky that you never got shot down in any of these situations.
Yeah,
I just asked her to help me with that, just in case I got.
I was real fortunate.
I don't feel bad, but you never know with me.
I'm not saying I was the best, hottest pilot around, but I was one of the luckiest ones.
Yeah. And were you in that plane when the tail got shot off?
Yeah, when I was in a plane when it was hit by lightning, and it knocked 5,000 feet of steel cable off the plane, and damaged all the props. All my instruments went out. Any electrical thing, and the plane went out. The radios went out.
Yeah.
All my flight instruments went out. So I was pretty well. You're just flying a empty plane with.
And that was in what type of plane?
That was over the Gulf of Mexico.
That was a B-29.
The B-29.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. And so then what did you do without any instruments and no... Did you have hydraulics working or?
Well, I knew the plane well enough.
Yeah.
I had
it was stick and rudder. You could still, right?
Over the throttles, and so I could judge the airspeed with the power I was giving it.
Yeah.
And we had a fairly long runway when we came into Tyndall, so I could come in fairly hot, knowing that I had plenty of runway in front of me, even though I didn't know what the hell my airspeed was.
Right.
I could just only guesstimate it.
And you just have the bombardier or the tail gunner throw out the anchor and drag it along the ground, right? Or maybe throw out a few parachutes.
Probably the most hazardous problem I had with the B-29 was the front gear turned sideways. And we tried cycling it and up and down. I flew around for hours trying to get it up. We actually got a radio telephone patch to Wichita where we got a hold of the inventor or the guy who designed the, and talked to him, we still couldn't get it straightened out. And of course, if I'd had the land that way,
I'll see where he's gonna sign
the
it.
gear, the nose gear would have folded.
Right.
And those big props would have hit the concrete,
Ouch.
and sparks
Yeah.
would fly 20 feet in all directions, and the fuel tanks with holding 100 octane gasoline probably would have ruptured with those sparks, and poof, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you guys probably
we
had
had-
to bail out of it?
I flew around for several hours and had a big crowd waiting for me to land.
Right.
All kinds of meat wagons and
Yeah.
fire trucks and so forth. Anyway, I got it straight. The story's in there.
Yeah.
He's gotta sign the book.
Oh, we got to buy the book to hear the end of the story then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good salesperson.
And if you want to contact me, I'm on the publication page, and it's a real good Christmas stocking stuffer for people that have everything. They don't have a book like that.
Yeah. Well, my brothers have everything, and so I'll put this in their stocking.
Pardon?
My brothers have everything they need, so I'll put this in their stocking so they can
As
read
you
about
can
it.
tell, I've lost my hearing, and so
I could not tell.
I'm difficult to carry on a conversation with. Been around too many 130s and jets that I've lost my hearing. I've spent several $1,000s on hearing aids, and I don't hear any better now than I did before. So I become a lip reader.
I
My
see.
wife over there,
Yes.
she tells me what people have to say.
Right.
I think the Richards just have bigger ones.
And she does the driving for me. I have narcolepsy, and so it's dangerous for me to drive a car. And that's really frustrating for somebody that's
Yes.
flown airplanes for 30 years or more. Now I can't even drive a car. I
Right.
can't go to town and get a beer or a loaf of bread or anything, pick up the mail.
Welcome to reality.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, I'm pretty much confined at home. But that keeps me out of the pool rooms.
Yeah, there you go. Now you have to be honest. Right? You have to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, there he is, picking up a drink again.
I remember the big spurs on the roosters, and I might get one of you in there.
All right. Well, thank you for your service.
I got
Thank
one
you
more.
for your
I got two
service.
more.
Did you
Yep.
get?
He said thank you because he appreciated you telling him all those stories. Thank you for your service is what he said. Did you hear him?
What?
He said thank you for your service.
Oh, I'm more than welcome. And I didn't sign that one.
No, I didn't want to interrupt that wonderful story. You can write this one too.
I would probably tell people, well, I didn't have a choice at the time.
Now, that was the only